Imagine opening your bank statement, your pulse quickening, hoping this time the numbers will bring relief. But instead, they reveal the same disheartening truth. Money spent on fleeting purchases you barely recall. Savings too meager to support the dreams you hold dear. Your home is a maze of clutter. Clothes you don't wear, gadgets gathering dust, decor bought to chase a trend. Your calendar is a blur of commitments that drain your energy and your wallet, leaving you stretched thin, anxious, and wondering if financial peace is just a fantasy. If this resonates, you're not alone. In a world that screams more is better, more stuff, more status, more everything, it's easy to feel trapped in a cycle of spending, striving, and stress, losing sight of what truly brings joy and purpose. But what if there was a way to break free? A way to spend less, value more, and build wealth, not just in your bank account, but in your heart, your time, and your life. This is where Japanese minimalism offers a path to financial freedom, a philosophy that invites you to simplify, choose with intention, and align your money with your deepest values. Drawing on concepts like danshari, motenai, wabi-sabi, and kaizen, Japanese minimalism isn't about living with nothing or chasing a stark aesthetic. It's about creating a life of abundance through clarity, gratitude, and mindful choices. Let's dive into how this approach can transform your relationship with money, ease financial anxiety, and help you craft a future that feels rich in every sense. By the end, you'll feel inspired, empowered, and ready to take small, meaningful steps toward a simpler, more intentional, and financially free life. Japanese minimalism is a way of living that prioritizes quality over quantity, intention over impulse, and essence over excess. Unlike Western minimalism, which often emphasizes reducing possessions to a specific number or achieving a sleek, Instagram-worthy look, Japanese minimalism is deeply rooted in cultural philosophies of mindfulness, respect, and harmony. It's not about emptying your life, but about filling it with what truly matters. At its core, it's about stripping away what doesn't serve you, whether it's physical clutter, mental noise, or financial waste, to create space for joy, purpose, and security. Danshari, for instance, combines 3 actions: refusing what doesn't add value, discarding what weighs you down, and separating from attachments that no longer align with who you are. Motenai, a term expressing regret over waste, urges you to honor resources, money, time, objects, by using them fully. Wabi-sabi celebrates imperfection, inviting you to find beauty in simplicity, like a handmade mug or a quiet evening at home. Kaizen, the practice of continuous improvement, encourages small, consistent steps toward a better life. Together, these concepts form a powerful framework for financial freedom, helping you spend less on what's fleeting, save more for what lasts, and live with a sense of peace and purpose. Why does this matter in today's world? Pause and consider the pressures you face. Advertisements flood your senses, insisting you need the latest phone, the trendiest outfit, the must-have subscription to be happy. Social media parades curated lives that spark comparison, nudging you to spend to keep up. Your inbox brims with deals, your credit card bill creeps higher, and the dream of financial security, whether it's buying a home, traveling the world, or retiring without worry, feels like a distant mirage. The modern economy doesn't help. Rising costs, stagnant wages, and a culture that glorifies consumption over contentment leave many feeling financially fragile. Japanese minimalism offers a radical alternative. True wealth isn't about how much you own, but how much you value what you have. By focusing on what's essential, you can reduce financial stress, build savings, and create a life that feels rich without needing more. The benefits are transformative and touch every part of your life. Financially, Japanese minimalism helps you cut wasteful spending, pay off debt, and save for goals that matter: travel, education, a secure future. Physically, it declutters your space, turning your home into a calm, functional sanctuary that supports your well-being. Mentally, it clears the fog of anxiety, comparison, and indecision, giving you confidence in your choices. Emotionally, it fosters gratitude and contentment, helping you find joy in what's already yours. Spiritually, it aligns your money with your values, offering a sense of purpose and freedom. Environmentally, it reduces consumption, supporting sustainability by minimizing waste and honoring resources. To see this in action, let's meet Mia, a 32-year-old teacher who feels trapped by her finances. Her apartment is cluttered with impulse buys, clothes snagged on sale, decor she thought would spark joy, kitchen gadgets used once. Her credit card balance grows monthly, and despite working long hours, she's barely saving. She dreams of traveling and starting a family, but her money vanishes on takeout, subscriptions, and keeping up with friends' lifestyles. She's stressed, overwhelmed, and starting to believe financial freedom is for someone else. One evening, Mia stumbles across Japanese minimalism and is drawn to its promise of simplicity and freedom. She starts with danshari, tackling her closet. For each item, she asks, "Do I use it? Do I love it? Does it reflect who I am now?" She fills bags with clothes that no longer fit her style or life, donating some, selling others online, and recycling what's worn out. The process is emotional. Letting go of a dress she wore to a special event feels like losing a memory. But as her closet clears, she feels lighter, as if she's shedding not just fabric, but the pressure to be someone she's not. Encouraged, Mia applies motanai to her kitchen. She takes stock of her pantry, plans meals to use what's on hand, and cuts food waste by freezing leftovers. She saves $30 a week by cooking at home, redirecting the money to her savings. With wabi-sabi in mind, she embraces simple pleasures: a picnic in the park, a second-hand book, a walk with a friend, finding they bring more joy than expensive outings. She cancels 3 subscriptions she rarely uses, saving $50 a month, and starts saying no to social events that feel like obligations, freeing up time and money for what she loves. Over months, Mia's spending drops, her savings grow, and her home becomes a haven of calm and creativity. She pays off a chunk of debt and starts a travel fund, dreaming of a trip to Japan. She's not wealthy by society's standards, but she feels rich. Her money, time, and energy align with her values. Mia's journey isn't perfect. She still faces moments of temptation, like a flashy sale or a friend's lavish dinner. But Japanese minimalism gives her a framework to return to, a way to live with intention and gratitude. Her story shows how this philosophy transforms. By letting go of excess, valuing what's essential, and embracing simplicity, you can build a life that's financially and emotionally abundant. What sets Japanese minimalism apart from typical financial advice? Many money-saving tips focus on surface fixes, budgeting apps, coupon clipping, or side hustles, without addressing why you overspend or feel unfulfilled. They're often rooted in restriction, leaving you feeling deprived or guilty. Japanese minimalism starts with your mindset, asking, why do I buy things I don't need? What am I really seeking? Security, status, happiness? It challenges the cultural narrative that spending equals success, encouraging you to redefine wealth as freedom, clarity, and purpose. Unlike rigid budgets or get-rich-quick schemes, it's a holistic practice that integrates money with your values, relationships, and environment, creating lasting change. The difference in outcomes is striking. A typical budget might help you save for a month, but without a shift in perspective, old habits creep back. Japanese minimalism rewires how you see money, possessions, and value, leading to sustainable wealth and peace. Ready to embrace this path? Japanese minimalism is accessible. You can start small, tailor it to your life, and see results without upending everything. Begin by clarifying your intention. Why do you want financial freedom? Is it to reduce stress, pursue a passion, or build a secure future? Write down your why and keep it visible. It's your anchor when shiny distractions tempt you. Reflect on what does a wealthy life look like for me? Not society's version, but mine. What's holding me back from that vision? Journal about your ideal life with financial freedom, noting how you want to feel: secure, joyful, unburdened. and what you want to prioritize, like savings, experiences, or giving back. If you're unsure where to start, focus on one area, like your spending habits or a cluttered drawer, to build momentum. Choose one financial or physical aspect to tackle: your wallet, closet, kitchen, or subscriptions. Set aside 30 minutes and approach it with curiosity and kindness. For spending, track your expenses for a week, asking, does this purchase align with my goals? Could I redirect this money to something I value more, like savings or a meaningful experience? In your closet, use Danshari's questions. Do I use it? Do I love it? Does it serve who I am now, not who I was or hope to be? Sort items into keep, donate, sell, or recycle piles, and act on donations or sales within 24 hours to avoid second-guessing. In your kitchen, apply motenai. Can I use this ingredient before it spoils? Can I repurpose leftovers? Plan meals to minimize waste, saving money and resources. For subscriptions, list everything you pay for: streaming, apps, memberships, and cancel one or two you rarely use, redirecting the savings to a goal. Letting go can be emotional, especially with purchases tied to memories or aspirations, like a gadget you bought for a hobby you never pursued. Thank the item for its role in your life. Take a photo if it helps, and pass it on, knowing it'll serve someone else. Refusing excess is a cornerstone of this practice. Before buying, pause and ask, do I need this? Will it add lasting value to my life? Can I use what I already have or borrow it? Try a no-spend week, relying on what's in your home. Cook from your pantry, wear what's in your closet, enjoy free activities like a library visit or a walk. Apply this to non-financial waste too. Say no to events, commitments, or habits that drain your energy or money without adding joy. Unsubscribe from 3 promotional emails that spark impulse buys, mute social media accounts that fuel comparison, or skip one coffee run, saving $5 for your future. Temptation is real. Sales, trends, and FOMO can pull you off track. So wait 24 hours before non-essential purchases to ensure they align with your values. If you're dining out with friends, suggest a budget-friendly option, like a potluck or a picnic, to stay connected without overspending. Once you've reduced excess, organize what remains with intention. For your finances, create a simple budget that prioritizes essentials: housing, food, bills, and goals: savings, debt repayment, experiences. Try the 50-30-20 rule: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings or debt. Automate savings, even $10 a month, to build the habit. For your possessions, give every item a place, using motenai to mend or repurpose what's worn. A torn shirt becomes a cleaning rag. A cracked jar becomes a plant pot. Embrace wabi-sabi by keeping items that are imperfect but meaningful, like a scratch table that holds family memories. Avoid buying organizing tools or signing up for new services until you've clarified what's essential. Otherwise, you're just shuffling excess. Japanese minimalism extends to your inner world, where financial anxiety and emotional spending can take root. Clear mental clutter by journaling about money fears. What scares me about my finances? What's one small step I can take to feel more in control? Practice gratitude to shift your focus from lack to abundance. Each day, list 3 things you're thankful for: a warm meal, a friend's laughter, a steady job, and one way you'll use your money mindfully, like cooking at home or saving $5. If emotional spending is a habit, buying to soothe stress, boredom, or inadequacy, identify triggers and replace them with free joys. A walk in nature, a call with a loved one, a moment of meditation. If money worries feel overwhelming, seek free resources like online financial literacy courses, or consult a trusted advisor to create a plan. Emotional decluttering can be raw, so be gentle with yourself, perhaps sharing your journey with a friend for support. This is a lifelong practice, so build habits to sustain it. Schedule monthly reviews of your spending, savings, or space, asking, Asterisk. Am I aligning my money with my values? What can I refine? Use a notebook or app to track progress, noting wins like a debt payment or a clutter-free room. Celebrate these moments with simple, cost-free rewards: a homemade treat, a quiet evening with a book, a sunset walk. If you slip, say, an impulse buy or a missed savings goal, don't judge yourself. Reflect on what triggered it and return to one mindful choice, like skipping a coffee run or decluttering a shelf. Share the benefits with others to deepen the impact. Gift experiences over things: a movie night at home, a shared hike, a heartfelt letter. Donate to causes you care about, even $1, to feel connected to a bigger purpose. Invite friends to budget-friendly gatherings like a clothing swap or a use-what-you-have potluck, where everyone cooks from their pantry. Share one tip from your journey online, a money-saving hack, a decluttering win, to inspire others. If friends or family don't understand your shift to minimalism, focus on your path and let your calm confidence speak for itself. Over time, they may notice the peace you found and ask about your approach. Japanese minimalism is enriched by related philosophies that add depth and texture to your financial journey. Danshari clears physical and financial clutter, creating space for wealth in all its forms: money, time, energy. Mottainai teaches you to value every dollar and resource, reducing waste and fostering gratitude. Wabi Sabi invites you to embrace a simple, imperfect life, finding joy in what's enough: a patched jacket, a modest meal, a quiet moment. Kaizen supports small, consistent steps toward financial freedom, like saving $5 a week or cutting one unnecessary expense. Ikigai, your reason for being, guides you to spend on what aligns with your purpose. Perhaps a course for a dream career, a trip that feeds your soul, or time with loved ones. These ideas weave a tapestry of intentional living, reminding you that financial freedom isn't about amassing wealth, but about creating a life that sparkles with meaning, connection, and ease. Challenges will arise, and that's okay. They're part of the journey. Guilt over past spending can feel heavy, whispering that you've wasted too much to change. Counter it by focusing on now. Asterisk. What can I do today to move forward? Maybe it's saving $10 this week or donating an unused item. Time constraints can make mindfulness feel impossible, especially if you're juggling work, family, or other demands. Break tasks into 10-minute chunks: a quick expense review, a drawer declutter, a moment to reflect on your goals. Fear of missing out on trends, experiences, or deals can tempt you to overspend. Remind yourself that financial freedom offers a deeper joy than fleeting pleasures. A clear bank account and a calm mind outshine a new gadget or a pricey night out. Perfectionism can also derail you, making you feel your budget or home must be flawless to count. Japanese minimalism, especially wabi-sabi, teaches that imperfection is beautiful. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. If you overspend or keep something you don't need, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move on. Another challenge is societal pressure. Friends, family, or culture may push you to spend to fit in. Stay grounded in your why and seek like-minded communities, online or in person, who value simplicity and intentionality. Finally, decision fatigue can make choices overwhelming, especially when decluttering or budgeting. Simplify by setting clear criteria, like Danshari's 3 questions, or focusing on one category at a time, like clothes or dining expenses. Picture what Japanese minimalism can mean for you. Imagine a home where every item is loved or useful, a space that feels like a sanctuary of calm and purpose, free from the chaos of clutter. Envision a bank account that grows steadily, supporting dreams like a sabbatical, a new skill, or a worry-free retirement. Feel a heart unburdened by financial stress, full of gratitude for what's enough: a warm meal, a quiet evening, a meaningful connection. Sense a mind clear of comparison and anxiety, confident in your choices and focused on what matters. This is the promise of Japanese minimalism. Not a life of scarcity, but one of abundance through simplicity, where wealth is measured in freedom, purpose, and peace. You don't need to change everything today. Start with one purchase you skip, one item you let go, one moment of gratitude for what you have. Ask yourself, asterisk, what can I release to make space for true wealth? How can I use my money to reflect my values? Each choice is a step toward financial freedom, a step toward a life that's lighter, richer, and deeply yours. Japanese minimalism is an invitation to redefine what wealth means. Not a bigger house or a fancier car, but a life where you have enough, want less, and feel whole. It's a call to value the small, the simple, the imperfect, and to build a future that aligns with your soul. Take a deep breath, look at the world around you, your wallet, your home, your time, and begin. The path to a simpler, more intentional, and financially free life is waiting, and it starts with one mindful step. One mindful step. One mindful step.